Alright. So we just beat Say, and the game's like, a whole bunch of shit's about to go down. You bet you want to save here, and that's where we ended. Nice cliffhanger, blue ball central. How you doing, Dirk? So here we are. They caught up with all the streams I missed last week. I made it. I'm just in time. Hey. Okay. Okay, this looks like something fancy. Oh, this is this is like the scene at the beginning of the game.
Guess the drug was too strong. Wake him up. No dozing off. You still don't get it, do you?
We're gonna have to enter our name again. You're right. How you doing, Retro Dodgy?
Come on, cooperate. What? You want another shot? Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence?
Whatever do you mean?
You still haven't figured it out? There are no laws here that will protect criminals like you. Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh? You should know your place. Sign here. It's a confession under your name. I see. I need your hand to sign this, but I don't care if you end up losing a leg.
I doing, Wolf Tamer?
Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
All right. Sunday.
Excuse me, but this area's off.
I'm Nijima from the public prosecutor's office.
Oh.
The prosecutor's office? What business do you have here?
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to confirm with the suspect.
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer in your jurisdiction. Besides...
You prosecutor sign Nijima? There's a call from your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being an inconvenience.
I thought I ordered you to stand by.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation?
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This is my case.
Good luck to you then. I won't be expecting much though.
Prosecutor, I forgot to mention something important. Your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with him for long.
You know, we've just been playing the game for 90 hours. 90-hour interrogation is fine.
It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him.
I understand.
Oh.
Well done on making it this far, inmate. Now that you have traversed your long, perilous recollection, you truly have entered the present. The effects of that drug are gonna wear off soon. This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin. The evil influence who wishes you dead is fast approaching. If you want to win this unreasonable game, if you wish to take back your stolen future, recall the bonds you formed with your allies, and grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
Ha 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 ha.
Okay.
I see. So that's what led to your ending up here. What a disappointing end to the hero of justice.
Casino of Jealousy shut down.
I still can't believe it. But I now have a general idea of the methods you used for your crimes. There's much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted time is nearly up. I do have a suggestion, though. Care to strike a deal? If you cooperate with me, I'll consider lightening your sentence.
Oh?
I have a responsibility to solve this case. I will win, even if it means brokering a deal with you. Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now. You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising against its very existence. You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty, unless you accept my proposal. Going forward, I will read a list of people who are closest to you and this case. Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved with the Phantom Thieves.
Oh.
First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin, Ryuji Sakamoto. One of the victims of the Kamoshida case, An Takamaki. Ichiryusai Madarame's pupil, Yusuke Kitagawa. The daughter of Wakaba Ishiki, Futaba Sakura. The heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of its CEO, Haru Okumura. And the frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy, Makoto Nijima. Those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves case, are they not?
You're missing one. I feel like this actually makes a difference, but it might not. It might not. I know there are different endings to the game. I know that much. And I know because I did not 100%. We're not getting the best. I just don't want to get the worst. Never heard of him.
So you won't sell out your friends. Then let me change the question. I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these crimes by themselves. Were there not others outside of your direct group who encouraged your crimes or lent their aid? Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit if your sentence is not lightened.
We can still get the best? Oh, can't we? From what I thought and heard, I thought you could only get like the good ending if you if you finished every confidant.
You had the cooperation of people outside your group, did you not? Can you tell me about them?
There weren't any.
I see. So you won't
It's
speak a word
just
about either your
Mishima.
teammates or your collaborators. Do you even understand the position that you're in? Let's discuss one other person, Goro Akechi. There are reports that he was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves as well. Might he be a part of your team too?
Ooh, I do hate him. Oh, god damn it. There's no... There's no yes. Nope.
So Goro Akechi wasn't one of you. Very well. So be it. You clearly have no intention of bargaining with me.
You right. You right.
Even now, you're still acting as though you're a hero of justice. Your teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape, yet you wish to defend their honor? Why won't you talk about them?
All of the above?
Don't be ridiculous. You're the one suspected of foul crimes.
You call this justice?
Justice? Then tell me, what is this justice you speak of?
Sticking the right path, saving others, not forgiving criminals. Sticking to the right path. I don't fucking know, man.
Sticking to the right path? That's no different from us. You continue to stand firm. Are you implying that we have no evidence on you? You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story sounds like a fairy tale. But many people have fallen victim to this. We need to learn the truth. The truth, huh? I don't even know what's right anymore. And it's all due to your strange story.
It was all just a fever dream. My tactic of being insane worked. Are you leaving it here? What about the true... Yeah, what about the true culprit?
After all this, you're still...
The drug is starting to wear off.
Are you listening? The side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such a poor act.
Truth serum? That's what we were injected with? Huh. I won't be deceived. I feel like I'm forgetting something important.
You realized it too then.
Okay, okay. The weird things.
It was our conversation about pancakes, right?
An important detail that we forgot.
There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
I don't know. Conversation about pancakes. Huh?
Hey. Can you hear me? It seems your mind is clearing up.
Pancake. I don't even know what we're gonna talking about.
But unfortunately, my time has run out. Although I find your story to be quite interesting, I won't be able to speak with you any longer.
So if you giving up?
Huh? What are you getting at? That's right. No matter the results of this case, I won't be receiving credit. I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct this interrogation.
Interrogation room. That's right, if I remember.
So, how did that thing we asked you to look into go? Nijima mentioned a special interrogation room, didn't she? Good. It looks like we can make this work if we lure them there.
Hey. Hey, are you listening? Our time's up. We're done talking here. Goodbye.
You know this place? Is this what you planned? Why did you come here? What the fuck kind of... What is this question? This question has me confused.
Do you mean this interrogation room? Why wouldn't I know about it? What an odd thing to ask.
That's what I'm saying.
Anyhow, there's one last thing I want to ask you. There's something that's been bothering me for some time now. Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation and was told to remain on standby. A short while later, I received word you were caught in the act, within some bizarre phenomenon. But that was all I was told. You were told someone sold you out, correct?
Yeah.
If that's true, who could it have been? Don't you have any idea?
Sold out. That's right, there's something I need to do.
My suspicions were true in the end. Still, to think his true intention was to sell us out. All that's left is to figure out a way to hand it over. It's all up to you, leader.
Wait, what? What?
The smartphone, duh. We've been talking about it this whole time.
Oh.
Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion will be easier said than done. We'll be counting on you to pull this one off.
What's wrong? Might you have an idea as to who sold you out?
I don't know, dude. Maybe. I don't fucking know. Pancakes? Phones?
You're not joking, are you? If you know something, you must tell me. I won't allow things to end like this.
The phone.
You mean this?
Look at the phone case. It's the back of like it's one of those pickup truck beds. Or toolbox beds, or whatever.
I've been told the lock on
The
it
edge.
is quite complicated, but it's only a matter of time until it's cracked. What's so important about this smartphone? Are you going to unlock it and show me the data?
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting that app ready. Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone.
What do you? Yeah, we did. Can I just straight up say it?
Didn't Makoto and the others tell you?
No,
You need
just
to show your phone to the true culprit. You know, the traitor.
Hey! What are you trying to get at here? And what about this smartphone?
show it to the true culprit. I don't.
The true culprit?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that run, my task will be simple. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life.
Please. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to?
Rachel.
What do you... My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
Sure. I had no idea it was catchy. Thanks, chat.
What are you plotting? I can't even begin to fathom it. But it appears my time is up. This is as far as our conversation can go. This will be my last involvement with this case. Very well. I've listened to your whole story, so I may as well play along to the end. And that honest look in your eyes. I used to view the world the same way too once. I'll place my bet on you. I just need to show him the phone, right?
And thou,
Voice obviously
thou
wasn't
art I.
at all.
Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of judgment, granting thee infinite power.
The fuck? Alright.
Alright. Alright.
Satan, E. Yeah, rank 6 straight to 10. You know.
I'll be going now. What good will this do, though? Akechi-kun? Why are you here?
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was directly responsible for this case. How did you get approval?
For the same reason you did. I am heading up the investigation team after all. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well, don't you think?
They assigned you command?
That was a joke, of course. I'm merely here to assist with the public security interrogation. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others incarcerated here, yes? Nobody would ever know if things got a little violent.
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides the Phantom Thieves?
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived you too, Sai-san. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, you must first trick your allies.
So it was you. You're the one who sold out the Phantom Thieves. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to? My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
Is there a problem?
Akechi-kun, does this phone look familiar to you?
Hmm? Excuse me? What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself, remember?
True. This is undoubtedly a great accomplishment. Good luck in there.
Foolish woman.
Oh?
May I ask that you accompany me? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
Huh? What are you?
What the fuck is going on?
I owe you for all of this. Thanks. That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan, and now it will be completed. Your popularity truly was quite stunning.
Yeah, it has a silencer on it, kind of.
That just made using you all the more worthwhile.
He has revealed his true identity. We're bonding. What?
All right. Have you finally pieced it all together? Case closed. This is how your justice ends.
Oh, he actually shot us. Okay. Huh. Oh.
Shido-san, my job is complete.
Okay.
I've told you not to call me by name. Regardless, all that's left is to deal with the remnants.
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you think? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify public frenzy. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the storm blows over.
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge their leader?
No chance. They're nothing but cattle anyway. They have no backbone without his guidance. I will keep my eye on them just in case, though.
I'll be counting on you.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death. An apt punishment for obstructing our work.
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it as well.
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about. It's merely a cat, after all.
More importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide right about now. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare my comments on the matter.
I must be prepared to deal with it on my end as well. Beyond that, what of the director of the Special Investigations Unit?
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon.
No, it can't be. Even me. God damn it. Shit.
Okay.
What was all that about, showing him this phone? The Phantom Thief Alibaba? Who is this?
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire as to your justice, Sai Nijima.
How do they know I have this?
Goro Akechi is evil. He didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as well. Now then, I'll tell you detailed steps to take. You must save him.
You want me to save him? What is it?
Nothing.
Yeah?
Anyway, what brings you here? I thought you were done with your business.
Did anyone else stop by? Nobody?
there'd be no reason for anyone else to come down here.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So it's all true.
Of course it's true. Is something the matter?
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so he won't be able to make it down today.
Huh?
I've been asked to handle things instead.
You? But...
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to eliminate any evidence. I suggest you go into hiding at once if you value your life.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired here. Trust nobody. Forget this ever happened.
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group.
You're looking at chat. I'm definitely not going to look at chat. I'm probably just going to take chat off the layout.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
I can't see it at all at this point.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idol thing, you know?
This guy's voice.
That cool?
Why do I know it?
But considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Hmm? Well, I'll be. Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You
Yeah.
stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against him...
I wonder if something happened.
Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
I call it bird on a blank canvas.
Normal. Right.
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of physical
Data stream cowboy?
mystery,
We found
regardless,
Pharaohs.
the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one Phantom Thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
We also received information that the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That Phantom Thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking news. The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
Custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It may be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
You're shitting me.
Huh? Wait. Alright. Hello. I figured we weren't dead based on everyone's,
It would seem
like,
as though you have been killed.
how everyone was speaking, but at the same time, how are you gonna take a bullet to the face and live that?
But why were you killed?
I don't know,
why
dude.
did you have to die? Do you remember? It seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness was hazy. Indeed, your death was a necessity for your escape from certain doom. What a tremendous plan. How might you be capable of executing such a feat? Well then, let us rouse the memories which are missing.
Now he can be in the party. God damn it. I saw you pop in chat. Alright. Alright, what is Daddy Doomed want? It's your dad. That's it. There you go. You got your stream limelight. That's right. Wait, what was that? The first time I sensed something was off. That's right, it was during the school festival.
Hey, they're going. You realized it too, then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right?
Sure, I don't even remember talking about pancakes.
There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
He's up to something.
Probably. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV station.
Oh! Like, at the start of the game, pancakes! Okay. Okay. Yeah, you're right here. Yeah.
There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice. This whole deal feels sketchy.
He's sus. Kill him.
Yeah. It's impossible not to think that of him. Okay. Let's get everyone on the same page right away.
What pancake has to do? No, like we went on a field trip to like a TV station. We were talking about going to get pancakes or doing something. I don't remember why. We were just like, let's go do something. And Morgana's like, I want some pancakes. And we're just like, I don't know, let's go to an amusement park instead. Or maybe amusement park is where the pancakes were. I don't know, either way, he was eavesdropping. And we were just talking about places to go.
There's something else we want you to look into. One more person has been on our mind. If it's possible, I want to eavesdrop on their phone conversation. That'll be tough.
You got this.
I agree. I'd have to plant a bug directly on the phone.
That's fine.
So it's impossible even for you. I didn't say it was impossible. Okay, I've got a plan. That's perfect.
Keeping it a secret?
Don't worry,
I'll tell you the details later.
Kappa's going to do something? I wonder if it'll be okay.
This is gonna be fun. I can't wait.
I see. So we're going to use this place.
It'll be a gamble.
Okay, there's about to be some cognitive like, just some kind of fucky shit. Alright.
I think it's gonna work. You can't tell a thing.
It seems you finally remember. This game is not over yet. There are still things that must be done.
My memories are starting to become clearer. That's right. This is what really happened to me at that moment. About to get another cutscene. I feel it. Okay. So yes, some sort of cognition fuckery. Evade gun. Hey. I heard they arrested one of the Phantom Thieves. No way. I didn't expect him to commit suicide. He's a murderer. He deserved to die. He can finally breathe easy now. He killed himself, huh? I guess we'll never know his motivation. Since it passed now, the first 3 choices you make to say determine the bad ending there. If you sell out your friends who have gotten the bad ending there. Okay. Wait, what did it say? Oh, I'm exhausted. It feels like my consciousness is about to fade away. Hey, you alright? Fall asleep until we reach our destination. Are you listening? Could this be the effect of the drug wearing off? The memories I thought were gone are starting to come back. Are you listening? What were we talking about? You're paying attention? Well, I guess I can see how you'd be lost in thought right now. Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of the situation. Tom's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have an ulterior motive. It's on a completely different level than just that. Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdowns. Oh. His offer to assist us was simply a plot to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill Cruz. If we go into Sis's palace, as he suggests, we could be met by a large ambush of police forces. I think he would be this far gone. I know now what it means to feel a chill down my spine. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace. If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible. May even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment. So this really was just a setup to shift the blame onto us. He made us go after Okumura, and once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him. So it wasn't Pitbull. He told us he had seen the true culprit, but it was him the entire time. The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister. He was really just some homicidal maniac. Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that recording we got proof enough to do it? No, Akechi's merely a tool. His orders come from elsewhere. The grand mastermind behind this all. So he's, okay, Akechi was actually doing it. Okay. Working for Pitbull. An imaginal fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect of a police station. Unless we find out who that target is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat Akechi. But that means, do we have, or what means do we have of learning his identity? We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once we do, that mastermind will likely eliminate us. I think that will be the case of, eventually. Wait. No, God, reading. I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether or not we learned his identity. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crimes. If he realizes that it's no longer possible and abandons that plan, he may opt to kill us immediately. Damn it! So we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard's suggestion. But if we go into the palace as told, Bruce will get arrested and then murdered by Akechi. Palace. The palace. Actually, there's something I'd like to say regarding... We can use the palace to our advantage! What's this all of a sudden? Okay, I have a thought. Let's see if I'm not gonna say anything. I wanna know. I have a feeling I know where this is going. There's a way. We're gonna get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off of us, and all while learning his identity. Really? You gotta be kidding me! He wants to kill Cruz, why not let him? That is, inside the palace. Yes, we could have him kill the cognitive Cruz, all while believing he killed the real one. Yeah, that's it. It seems that's our only option. Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how we can carry this operation out.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent. However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work.
My thoughts
Where are
are, did we ever actually leave the casino palace? So he's just been chilling. And he kills Cognitive Cruz, which you already know based on Haru's fiance that if you just kill someone... Or wait, did we kill him? I don't know anymore. Cognitive shit is fucky. We'll find out. Sorry, I'm late. Oh wait, I think you just said that.
Waiting
Yeah.
upstairs. Go tell them to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
We didn't kill the
You're
fiance. Okay.
her sister, correct?
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
Or his view of the fiance. Yeah, that's what I mean, though. Yeah. Killed that, which didn't affect the real world. So a similar situation. There we go. So it's not like killing Okumura, you know, in Cognitive and him dying IRL.
It's ancient history now.
Man, that goddamn detective.
Look who's here.
Hello.
Hey, you big bastard.
How have you been?
Ghostly. Fuck off. Yeah.
You're not floating.
It truly is a relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Still, how'd you pull this off? Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell boss what really happened?
Yes.
We wanted to make our
All right.
enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a sec. Enemy? Fake? What are you talking about?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
Oh wait, the phone. You showed the phone, and I think. All right, hold on.
True culprit. I see. So you guys were going up against someone else.
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Akechi messed up. Sure.
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one fatal mistake.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
That wasn't something we could simply bring up. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff. So what was this mistake Akechi made? What did he do?
Pancakes.
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean a cat?
Oh yeah, he doesn't know our cat talks.
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry. Was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too.
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality.
The metaverse lets you speak cat.
It's a change in cognition, most likely.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
You're not just gonna goddamn it, SBI.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way earlier.
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here!
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
Alright. So that means he's been to the metaverse, he learned how to speak cat. So whenever, alright.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought.
Whose
His
cat
reaction to my
emotes are these
pancake
chrono?
comment was an honest one after
Ankles,
all.
I have not heard of that person, but goddamn, that's a lot of cats. We got lucky.
That said, we weren't so naive to overlook something like that.
That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone.
I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting my app.
Oh, okay. She wasn't just being a tech geek, but because she is a tech geek, she could get away with it.
My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
Yup.
That was just an act!
Sure it was.
After a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Is this for real?
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes.
On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great authority. So great that they can order an assassination in a police station. That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
Like, actually gonna kill a guard? Yeah.
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
So we did use her. Okay. Okay.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing.
Oh, the memories. Until we got to school.
You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along with it.
It was a good idea.
Yeah, it's good we have her heading up our operations.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi, but I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, sis. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I wasn't myself at all. I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
That goes for the both of us.
We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Nijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from my laptop?
Oh, yes.
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse.
A little visuals, I like it.
First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the Metaverse's interrogation room.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected police ambush. As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse. Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand and merely acted like we were taking the treasure. This was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Okay.
Him getting captured by the police went exactly how we planned it.
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
All I needed were the coordinates.
You think Vinny's pissed off? Oh, I mean, during part of that, I was banning someone from YouTube. It's a little bit of both there. This picture. Holy shit. Ask her about it now would drag the conversation on too long. I should ask her later. Wait, let me... Wait. Okay. And I had been interrogated with no knowledge of this. How did you lure Akechi into this? Cognitive coordinates. Okay, I'm lost.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
I'm just glad I didn't die.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. Huh. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
Okay.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Huh. Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
True.
Why's that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible. That persuasion was easily our greatest gamble. We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment of the entire plan.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could do it?
Don't remember. Drugs.
Understandable. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
The bad guys have that much influence?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't believe what they did to him. The callous use of violence, and even drugs, is utterly abnormal. If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
Was a breeze. Don't remember much, it was close. I mean, yeah, we were pretty close to being fucked.
I almost became one of your assailants as well.
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion.
Oh.
Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up against.
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Can it, cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down. I finally feel relieved.
As they tell you on the PS3, unlike the true. Well, I mean, it depends on the game. It's not the DS that tells you, it's the games that tell you.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash. Very well. From here forward, I will do my utmost to assist you. You saved me, after all.
That's reassuring to hear.
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Just let me know. Let's take a break for now, though. This old brain is pooped. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together to talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word and I'll close shop early.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss for me.
Let us accept his offer. What a great man.
All right.
That sounds familiar.
It's me, Akachi.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, you've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my...
At any rate...
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
All possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election is mine.
Yeah, voice repeats is such a smart feature.
And on to our next story, the snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyways.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I've heard that somewhere.
Mr. Worldwide, Ryuji.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Who? I believe he's a politician. Remember, Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Huh?
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses. We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes. Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this. Just based on the connections I had from my previous job.
Oh?
I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do. So I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. Ain't a surprise he has one.
Yeah?
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any
the diet build. Oh, we go back to the diet building? We really just becoming Nocturne.
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right?
Yeah, but like, what about this fuckboy?
No need to waste time with him. We just gotta hit the head. Nobody against it?
Of course!
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this together.
Time for revenge.
Then it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that diet building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the diet building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Ms. Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal.
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement. He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal.
Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
We're intellectuals, you know.
You can't be the one to say that.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
How you doing, Neptune?
I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the
If he didn't have glasses,
future.
he'd probably look like a bowling ball, so you're right about that.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side, until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals. Which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion. Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations, but flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more supporters since. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that they're
Saber from Echoes. I hear it.
Even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as planned. The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the Chosen One.
The Chosen One.
Your assistance has been very influential in making my plans proceed smoothly. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Okay.
Guess you won't be going to school for a while. Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far. And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together. To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other. But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well. I'm going to stay with you until the very end.
Okay, so we can't go to school.
Well, how do I put this?
Looks like things have finally settled down. Life's gonna get real busy for you starting tomorrow, right? Get some rest.
Well then.
The chief's right. Let's hit the hay. You just gonna watch me sleep, like both of you?
I should write something.
I'm gonna head back then.
I guess we'll head home. Go to bed, alright? So hang. That's what I was worrying. I was like, okay, I can't go to school, but can we still confidant? Or are we just under house arrest, essentially? Apparently, Akechi arrested the leaders of the Phantom Thieves. He's a hero. So glad Akechi's back. I hope they can catch the rest of the Phantom Thieves, too. He really is amazing.
Phew.
There's no point in even having an election. Shido's gonna win. Of course, he's the only reliable politician there is. Plus, the current government has been getting wrapped up in scandal after scandal. And more importantly, there's just an aura about him. Like he can fix whatever problems we have. Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society back on track. Especially after it turned out those Phantom Thieves were nothing more than scum in the end. We'll show you. Hello, Becky. I heard you went home, so I announced it during homeroom. Are you okay? You're a bad teacher? What? I am, thanks. You're alive! The news is reporting that you committed suicide. Only when you can. I'm so confused, but as long as you're safe. Don't worry about school. Just take care of yourself. Thanks, girl. Is it true that the leader of the Phantom Thieves died? How could the police let him commit suicide in jail? They need to get their shit together.
Cut that out!
Quiet down. You're in class. Break's been over for quite some time now. I swear, you're like monkeys in the zoo. Oh yeah. I received word from Burns' family that he'll be absent for a bit. Jeez. What do people think school is anyway? It's almost time. You don't need to worry about it in here, but try not to draw attention. Try not to do anything to draw attention. Anyway, today's the day off, so eat your curry and take it easy. You take your time with it too. It's not like any customers are gonna show up.
Okay.
Try and think of the keyword once the chief's curry has energized you. You guys figured out the keyword to Shido's palace yet? I've tried all sorts of stuff, but no luck so far. It is hard to understand the thought process of a criminal mastermind like him. You know, I've been wondering if he's been behind all of those mental shutdown cases. Doesn't that mean all the weird accidents from these past few years were his fault? Like that subway accident back in April? Now that you mention it, that accident lost the Minister of Transport his job. Wait, are you trying to say Shido caused that accident? But it's the subway. Does he not care about all those innocent lives? This man seems to be truly unbelievable. Supposedly there are still tons of victims from that in the hospital even now. Pitbull. How many has he killed over the years? How can we ever understand what goes on in the mind of such a horrible man? Hey, wouldn't it be faster if we just go there and try and think about it on site? Let's try that! If we're going to go, I'd like Cruz to join, but would that be okay? Won't somebody spot him there? Yeah, we'll probably figure out the keyword in no time once we're there. Plus, I can throw off anyone who tails us with my blazing speed. Alright, then let's have Cruz join us then. Remember though, we're going with the intent of not being seen. Okay, well, let's meet in front of the dye building and force that bastard's pallets open.
Well then.
Alright, let's head to the dye building. Make sure you aren't discovered, okay? Just, he does have Sonic socks.
What is it?
You going out? Yeah. You gotta be kidding me. You realize you're done for if you get caught, right? Sheesh, the stunts you pull sometimes. Just don't stay out too late.
Akechi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds, so we can't stay here too long. We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet Building. All we need is what he thinks of this place.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place in the country?
Conditions have not been met.
What about a mansion?
Conditions have
Not big
Since
enough.
he's going to subjugate everyone as Prime Minister, perhaps a school?
What about an arena, like the Colosseum?
Imperial Palace?
Conditions have not been met.
It's no good.
Like Empire?
I thought we would have gained entry by now. Maybe we shouldn't have called you here.
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole palace with a barrier? Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Well, maybe it had some special move written in it.
Is that even possible?
Who knows? I've got no idea.
There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido? I can't figure him out.
I did some light research on him last night, but I couldn't get a grasp on the type of man he is.
Two
That
cops are
man over
talking
there
in
is
the back.
probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking him. Excuse me, I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national diet?
His stance is dedication for country. It's how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician. I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
Sounds southern. Definitely do.
An exemplary answer. It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
Wait, is it about us?
That doesn't look good.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting. Meet at LeBlanc, okay?
We should all think about this tonight.
The criminals calling themselves the Phantom Thieves are no more. However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days in anxiety. These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government. As a citizen myself, I am enraged.
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a politician with responsibility? Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
The election's public notification is tomorrow. But no matter where I go, people are cheering for Shido.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
I tried looking Pitbull's interviews up online. They all sound so goddamn fake. I checked his profile as well, but I couldn't find much outside of his title and education. He's currently 53 years old and has gone from being a metropolitan assemblyman to a representative. How old is Pitbull? "36. Goddamn. Old as shit, Pitbull. Got it." Though he's a cabinet minister, he's split from the ruling party to form the United Future Party. Shido's a cabinet minister? For real? He was specially appointed to the position. That's his current title. Apparently, he has also won a contest for people who have who would most like to have. He also won a contest for people who would most like to have as their boss. Okay, I get what you're saying. I'm reading that completely wrong, though. Even the news site writes about him as though he's assured to become the Prime Minister. If only we could find out the meaning behind Pitbull's words.
In order to save
so we
this
can expect
country
Pitbull
that
to
has
become
been
Prime Minister in
tainted by
17
villains,
years. Yeah.
Social reform is essential.
Ugh.
It's all being played out in 2034. Hey, we got a poster. Where'd that come from? That wasn't there 2 seconds ago. That was not there overnight. Someone did that. What's all the love for Pitbull? I get no one knows the truth about him, but it still creeps me out. It's evening. I probably can't leave.
Hey!
Yeah. Was there, yes, it was? I feel like something. I feel like that would be. I would have noticed that. Just put an end to that case. Just like Shido said. We can't go wrong leaving things to Pitbull. Pitbull's gonna be in this election too, right? Politicians like him, I promise it. Hello. As your physician, I would like to confirm something. Please contact me as soon as you see this. What you need, girl? Stop making me worried. Glad you're okay, I just got nervous when I saw the news. Well, I'll be at the clinic if you need any medicine. It's nothing but the Phantom Thieves on TV. Oh, that's right. Aren't you all supposed to be gathering here today? Make sure you finish eating before everyone shows up. It's almost time for our meeting. I wonder if anyone has figured out the keyword.
Last one. Diamond mine.
Conditions have not been met.
No good.
How many do we miss? Perhaps he truly does have a barrier up. Right?
That's not something to be excited about.
We know all the way up to Diet
damn it.
Building, too.
So you enter keywords into the Metaverse Navigator.
Boss, can you turn the TV on? Shido might be on it.
Sure thing.
Goro Akechi. Him and his stupid composed face.
So, Akechi-san, is it true you withdrew yourself from the media as part of your plan to capture the Phantom Thieves?
I truly apologize for causing such a stir. Honestly, it required a lot of courage to openly oppose them when their popularity was at its peak. I mean, people often lashed out at me online and whatnot.
Then was it also your plan when you said they weren't at fault after their popularity declined?
That was to catch them off guard. I could say I applied my profiling knowledge. Once they lost public support, someone they thought was their greatest enemy lent a hand. That's the same strategy used in romance, wouldn't you agree?
Why is he being treated as an ace detective of justice?
It's not just on TV or online. Newspapers, magazines. I see his face everywhere.
On the other hand, no one's hoping for our comeback on the fan site. Like, at all.
The Phantom Thieves are evil. Shido and Akechi are just. It should be the other way around.
They're manipulating information using the media.
Leaving Akechi
Just like
aside,
real life.
We'll get back at him later. Our main issue is Shido.
Were there any instances before when you didn't know the palace keywords?
Well, there was the time with Futaba.
We didn't know anything about her, so all we could do was make conjectures.
Then why don't we just go directly and see Shido?
That's impossible. He's surrounded by bodyguards and followers all the time.
There's no way high school students can get an appointment with him either.
Well, we do have an adult with us.
No, that's still impossible. Besides, that's too dangerous a method.
Well, this is a problem.
What's with the ruckus outside?
To everyone gathered before Young Jaya Station.
Isn't that an election campaign car?
Oh, right! The candidates are currently campaigning!
That voice.
I apologize for the commotion. I am Masayoshi Shido.
Wait, did he just say Shido?
Yeah, he did!
Sounds like the same voice I heard back then. How have you not... I still don't understand how he's not, like, pieced together. Was he, like, beaten and, like, or something to not remember the face of the drunk man that gave him a criminal record? Like, I feel...
Man, talk about being lucky! We can go check him out without an appointment now!
Hey, Ryuji ran off toward the station. This way. Hurry! By the way, did something happen? It didn't seem well a moment ago.
Now is the time to rebuild this crumbling nation. Our government is littered with scandals and criminals have taken a strong foothold in our society. Such a disgraceful past must be discarded. We must set sail into a new future of dreams and hope. So our children who carry the burden of the next generation can be proud of their country. So our nation can once again become a powerful one with abundant wealth and luxury. So our beautiful home will be acknowledged as the best country in the world.
Focus.
I humbly ask that you cast your vote for me, Masayoshi Shido. Let us all set sail toward a happy future, together. I hope to continue serving you all.
Is that the guy? You guys wait here. I'll go get intel for us.
Wait!
Hey! Yo, Shido-san!
Stand back.
I just want to talk to him for a sec.
He's a busy man.
The hell? Ain't he supposed to hear a citizen's comments?
That's enough, brat.
You're that asshole we met at the hotel before, at the elevators. Oh, I'm sorry. So you can butt in front of other people if you're in a hurry?
What are you talking about?
That moron! Come on, stop!
But these guys...
Hey, kid. You don't want to know what happens when you cross me.
That voice.
It seems the customer base has changed since I was here last. Have they started a daycare? This ain't a show. Get lost, kid. Damn brat! I'll sue!
This man, there's no mistake. He's the same man as the one from before.
What are you looking at? This country is filled with clueless children. I worry for Japan's future. Let them go. My next appointment is coming up.
What a piece of shit. So what do you think after seeing him in person?
He's why I got arrested.
Wait, he's the jerk you told us about before? The same guy? For real? Seriously?
Yeah.
You're sure, aren't you? Shido's the one who ruined your life.
I also don't get why they're just... Whatever.
Holy shit.
They've seen him on TV, they've heard his voice, like... Why are they just now putting this together? I don't get it.
Let's get going, okay?
They're doing Doge.
Shido's the guy who set you up?
What kind of fate brought you two back together?
It's definitely him.
Talk about a destined connection. Shido was involved in the cognitive research too, right? This can't be dismissed as just a coincidence.
God, what the hell's going on here?
Shido was already a politician then.
What is
Yet
on
he sued a
Ryuji's shirt?
Student and ruined his future?
What the fuck is he wearing?
He must have pulled some strings so that his name wouldn't be mentioned. Furthermore, he also would have had to force that woman into making a false statement.
He would do anything. We're talking about a man who ordered a hit inside the police station.
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him, no matter how trivial. He's always been that way.
What a piece of shit. Children are the future, my ass! What he's saying and doing are completely different!
Definitely like an emoji with a collar.
But now that we found out who did it, can't something be done about his record?
Days with us now. Oh yeah, you missed. There is a lot that you missed.
Once the courts have made a judgment, overturning that decision will be difficult. It'd barely be possible even if proof of innocence is presented and Shido admits to his crimes.
At any rate, we need to trigger a change of heart in him.
Be that as it may, Shido's outer appearance and his true face are wholly different. It's beyond hypocritical. It's as if he's an entirely different person.
He speaks about the good of the country. It makes me wonder what really is on his mind.
That man's full of ambition to rise in the world. He only thinks of the weak as stepping stools for his success.
He treats himself as an elite man while looking down on others. Ugh, that's the worst.
I assume the keyword for what he believes the diet building is will be despicable too.
It must be something self-centered and completely different from politics.
Someone like him needs to be punished as soon as possible.
Let's head to the diet building again right after school tomorrow. I feel we'll get it this time.
Stewing over it won't get anywhere.
Yeah, behind everything turned out to be your arch enemy. What an oddly poetic twist. I'm pressing all the
I should
wrong
write
buttons. Go ahead, save.
Well then. Yeah.
Oh yeah, those clothes. You'd stand out if you were, if everyone else is wearing their school uniforms. Might be a good idea to wear a uniform when you head out. Okay. Angry emoji. God damn it. Seems like there will be a higher voter turnout at this election. Probably be an easy win for Pitbull, who's got famous from all the Phantom Thieves business. He's on track to become Prime Minister. Guess I should be on Pitbull's side. I've been paying attention to the news lately. Aren't you proud of me? Would you leave it on hoping that Akechi will be there? Well, not that I blame you. He's a real hero. I think Pitbull is even more amazed, though. He's the first politician I've ever believed in. Oh, I know. Pitbull, oh no, Pitbull too. Sounds like he really wants to improve the country. You see that you're being lied to? You have to do something. Yeah, he did.
Security guards became suspicious of us last time, so we can't stay here for long. But we still have no hit.
Think it's a barrier after all?
Where'd your enthusiasm from yesterday go?
Ah, shut up. The real game starts at 2 outs.
Enough chatting. You should only be thinking about the keyword.
The citizens are secondary. He only cares about his own well-being and that of his lackeys.
He wants to become Prime Minister, even if it means trampling on others. Fortune, rich people.
Hey, can you think of anything based on what you've heard from him? Just try saying anything. It doesn't matter if you guess.
Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where I steer this country.
Farm, steer, cow. Got it.
Steer?
Damn it. It's not an option. A ship? There we go.
It was a match?
What? The diet building's a ship? What kind of scenery will that be? The actual building's on land.
Could you imagine if it was just a barn?
I can't even begin to imagine what it will be like.
Well, whatever it is, looks like there are no barriers.
Oh, shut up! Let's hurry up and go in.
Are we clear of the guard's sight?
Get closer to the wall just in case. All right, do it.
Get closer to the wall just in case no one moves. Anything change? We went in, right? Security guards seem to be gone, but it's difficult to tell for certain. Seems to be similar to what happened with Sis's palace. This time, the dive building remains unchanged. The gate wasn't open earlier, though.
Wait!
Wait, look, Mona's appearance is different. Huh? That means we're definitely in a palace. Wait, what do you mean Mona's appearance is different? Oh, okay, that means, okay, they weren't sure if they were in a palace, okay. Come on, let's go take a look.
How's it look over there? See anything?
Nah, it's totally normal.
I'll check it out.
Huh? What the heck?
What's up, Futaba? Futaba?
What is it?
The hell?
Huh?
Oh. Cruise Burns is on a cruise. We did it.
Even though this country may sink, he alone will survive. That's what this cognition is about, huh?
This is bullshit!
Alright. So we're just on a boat. Japan's underwater. I guess all that's left is to find the Chaos Emeralds and beat Chaos.
A country that children can be proud of my ass is completely sunken in his head. If a guy like this stands above everyone, we're seriously done for.
This is beyond ridiculous.
The same goes for Akechi. He should have seen this scenery as well. Yet he still aided Shido.
What in the world is he thinking? Whether it be for glory or for simply a reward. My father died because of someone like this.
We gotta sink Shido instead of this country.
A palace with not just the center of the distortion, but the entire country sunken. I can't believe there's someone with this tremendous of a desire. Be careful. This will be completely different from past palaces.
We're definitely gonna take his treasure.
Let's go.
All right.
We must put an end to this by December 17th, the day before the elections. Let the infiltration begin. Time to pay him back for setting us up into a trap.
Wait.
Ooh, okay. If our clothes aren't changing, I guess you don't see us as a threat yet, huh? Speaking of that, shouldn't Cruz have been disguising himself on the way here? Seeing someone in a disguise with a bunch of kids in school uniforms would be super weird.
You got it.
Well, we don't have to worry about any of that once we steal the treasure. Let's do this.
I can see it. It's somewhere.
All right.
Indeed.
Pipple's Palace. I wonder what awaits within. Let's find out. It's time we begin our infiltration. threats now. I understand why he might already see us as a threat. But why are even the passengers wearing masks? Think they're trying to be bandit thieves? Back like Haru with that beauty thief stuff? That's quite enough.
It looks like.
Whatever the reason, it reflects Shido's, mentality. Surely he doesn't view others normally.
You're right.
Given the insane nature of his distortion, I'm surprised they even appear as people. Okay.
Listen up.
Oh yeah, our battle armor. We were never able to take it off. So like we'll end up in battles from here on forward. Be on your guard, everyone. It's not important right now. We don't need the battle armor. Yeah, we'll get some mass destruction. Do they have like masquerade masks? Yeah. Cool.
Huh? What?
It's attacking us with all these people around? Hello. Guard dog of Hades.
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Cerberus is white? Interesting.
I don't know what's weak spot. It's trial and error time.
Zuzu! You're mine.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Give me that money. No. Oh.
Right now.
Oh, this is like a. Oh, okay. I didn't realize this was a mini boss.
Beat him up.
White punch.
Persona! Get wrecked!
Persona! How's this?
Oh.
Persona!
Go sleep.
All right.
Okay.
Fox advancing.
You annoying.
Persona!
This is my other self.
You did it, Fox.
Everyone, with me!
All out attack!
You done it!
Alright. Take his pipe. I don't remember when I found that. We've had it for a while. Is this a show of sorts? Mr. Pipple never fails to keep his guests entertained. Indeed, those privileged enough to be on this ship are all on the winning team. What's with these people? Do they not feel any danger after what they just witnessed? It seems they think no harm will come to them because they're here on Pitbull's ship. They don't even sense the danger. Come on, let's make them see what the ship really is. You know what? The last palace.
See it.
Might as well. Look at these propaganda posters. It's actually really cool looking. Not gonna lie. Oh, hi. I didn't realize you were there. I'm just looking at the art. Dakini. Hello. What are you weak to? Nothing.
Just don't
Got it.
We're evenly matched here. Just don't let your guard down.
Get wrecked! Let's go. Gary McCullough!
Actually.
Kiyomi!
There.
Knocked him right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Ravage them.
Knocked him right off their feet.
Serves you
nice,
right.
Joker.
Give me the money. You can do better. Shit.
This weakling.
Spirit of one, heavy to all. You're strong against fire, right? Yeah.
Don't let your guard down.
Persona! Eat this!
Go.
All according to plan.
Okay, let's move on.
All right.
I don't have any lockpicks. Is this the thing we're gonna... What the hell? Daruma. Hey! Nice Pokemon. Ooh. Okay, black Kogatana, so I can make some weapons.
It's somewhere.
Where do I... Oh, okay. I was gonna say, where can I hide here?
I can feel it.
Chest! Talk about luck.
I'll reveal your
dog.
true form.
Okay.
Taking them
Cerberus.
Persona!
Okay.
Azuzu! Go down!
Ooh, Joker, you're
Not
looking
moving
cool.
Give me the money. That's good. I'll take it.
Yes! Victory! Good work,
Sleep.
everyone.
We wanted to make kebabs at home, but I fell asleep before we did that. I have a mountain of leftover kebab. Nice, I suppose.
All right.
What we got over here? Corrupt gear.
I can feel it.
Run up on the doggo. Another Cerberus. Sarasvati? I know Sarasvati when I see it. How are you? I don't remember your weaknesses.
Not bad.
The enemy is electrified. Melee may work, but you might get shot.
Okay.
It's strong. It has a significant resistance to ice. Ooh, that was cool. Amazing, Joker!
No sudden movements.
Come here.
This is awesome.
Let's talk over. I know nothing about you after all. Just ask, is there something you desired of me? I'm inclined to turn you down, but if you wish to speak, I can perhaps consider it. Are you bored?
I forgive you.
If you had intended to ask me out, and I'm sure you had, your approach requires improvement.
Do you accept?
You have teammates who would mourn you if something were to happen to you, not? I also have loved ones who would miss me. Do you catch my meaning, yes? I'm always alone.
I'm really
Damn it! I tried.
Damn it.
Fuck.
Have this.
Alright, people, that was a waste.
Persona!
Deathbound.
Just die already.
Not too shabby.
Persona! There!
Do that shit down Cerberus.
Right off their feet.
Oh.
Its guard is down.
Oh yeah. Go.
Now that's a hit. Keep that up, Don't move.
All right. Round 2.
This is all so sudden. More and more.
Frustrating when others bother me when I have things to do. Won't you just leave me be? Is that reverse psychology? I'm astounded that you can make such an assumption like that. You truly are unique.
Do you accept?
Truth be told, I don't entirely dislike my time spent with you. In fact, I may even be happy. But it is fair. But is it fair to the others if I find this happiness, leaving them all in the dust? I think it's fine.
Yes.
It's quite a relief to hear that from you.
Really?
Hey, Sarasvati!
Your power's incredible, Joker.
Just like old times. Here we go.
Okay.
Can I break that? Nope.
I can feel
it. I could break it, but it wouldn't have anything. Break this one though. Masquerade mask.
I have something.
Mirror ball.
I'll reveal your true form.
Oh, it's the pigment.
Electric
What are you
skills
weak
are
to?
ineffective.
Fire.
Watch your attack.
Got it.
Persona!
Do I have an all fire? I do. The pigment.
There.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Not move a muscle.
That's it.
$9,000. You can do better though.
Not bad.
The 3-peat.
Not bad.
I don't feel threatened by you. Do more.
Be careful.
How's that?
It's spinning. Joker, you're dizzy. It's gonna be hard to hit it with anything.
Okay.
One enemy shot down. Panther's rocking it. Keep up. One enemy remaining. Just a little more.
Oh, but because he was dizzy. Shit. I didn't think about that.
Electric skills are ineffective.
Well.
Watch your attack. Shut your mouth.
Well, on to the next triumph.
Just like I thought.
Oh, 50 for Yusuke and Haru.
All right. I can see it.
Rival bead.
And immediately acting upon them in order to make that natural course of action a reality.
I have something. Show me your true form.
You've
taken them by surprise.
Persona!
Joker, you missed?
Come on now.
Persona! Goemon!
Oh, that's a hit the mic.
You did it, Fox.
Serves you right.
Give me the money. Alright, get out of here.
Yeah! Nice!
Okay, let's move on.
Okay. I can see it.
Old kaleidoscopes. Alright.
Focus.
Tomorrow, gather in everyone.
I have something.
Okay, well, this is probably gonna be locked. Or not.
Let's see it.
And what's up here?
Focus.
Oh.
Can see it.
All right.
There's a chest. Joker, let's...
I don't know what that is. I know I've seen it before. I just don't know the name. Raise accuracy for all 3 allies for 3 turns. Nice.
It's somewhere.
Cool. That's all that's up here.
Can see it.
I can sense the treasure's presence. It's that way. Let's go, guys.
I have something. Focus.
Hey!
Where are you going? I'm trying to say. Oh, okay.
It's somewhere.
Can I? Oh.
Hey!
I have something. These huge doors are obviously suspicious. Wonder what's through here.
There's slots to stick in something like a key card. Whoa, there's 5 of them.
475 people in favor. 0 against.
I hear something.
Since there is no one against the plan, this bill will be unanimously passed as drafted.
Passed? What's going on? Was that Shiro's voice?
If this truly is the representatives' chamber as written, beyond here must be the main assembly hall.
The what now?
It's that large conference room that's usually seen on the news.
Oh, that thing! Gotcha. So, what are they doing inside?
Most likely a meaningless vote, one in which whatever Shido proposes will always go unopposed.
So he's doing whatever he wants by keeping only his supporters in there.
What do we do to get in, though? Should we find these keycards?
Maybe we need some kind of qualification. One that vows to be his follower or swear loyalty.
So basically, we need to prove that we're on his side.
We'll have to pretend.
You sure move on quick.
But what's this qualification thing about?
Why don't we ask the guests on this ship?
Sure.
That thought never crossed my mind.
Asking around doesn't sound like a bad idea. The guests here are the cognitive versions of them in Shido's mind. They'll know any secrets he shared.
True. You have a point.
That said, the ruler here is that evil Shido. It wouldn't surprise me if they did turn hostile.
Right. Yeah, wouldn't they attack us?
We should prepare for the worst, of course. But I think we'll at least be able to talk to them. This ship is most likely an Ark loaded with those that Shido believes are worth keeping alive. It'd explain the luxury cruise ship. I doubt idiots who can't even hold a conversation would be here.
We can at least gather information. It helps that everyone's wearing masks. We'll blend in even with our attire.
He must believe that no one shows their true face to anyone else. Just like him. Well then, let's split up and ask around. Well then.
Looks like everyone's taken off to go gather intel. no doubt. I can sense the treasure behind this door. It's like we've already hit the jackpot. Let's go talk to the others.
I can feel it.
One of the VIPs used to belong to nobility. Yes, that must be why he can enter the sacred place. I heard he's not easily seen either. But why would someone of his stature always be by the poolside? Well, he must like it there for some reason, but I don't think it's the swimming.
Hey!
Of course, beyond this door is the VIP area. And the main assembly hall is a sacred place. It's like we can't get in unless Shido accepts us.
I can feel it.
Can I go this way now? Ha! Peacock fan. Oh, hey, Ryuji's back here. Oh, you have the elegance and refinement so sorely lacking in the ordinary citizenry. Why, such flattery. A high-class aura emanates from you as well. So you noticed. Most certainly. Hey, these guys totally ignore me when I try to talk to them. Do I look that much like I don't got any money? Is it because of the skull mask or something?
Focus.
Poor Ryuji. You're some kind of sadist for making me get info from complete strangers, Joker. But I'll do it. I'm going to avenge my mom.
This feeling. I think there's a safe room around.
Model gun. I'm not entirely sure how to speak to people here. I either remain silent or spoke in simple pleasantries during Father's business relations. My, Mr. Even Mr. Ooh, what the fuck kind of name is a VIP? I just saw him at the restaurant. I think an important politician like him has been invited here. Well, support from the political world should mean mental shutdowns are as viable as ever. How you doing, Drac? I'm quite envious. I wonder if there's any way I can get to know him better myself. If you wish. Hearing people speak so casually about the mental shutdown business makes my head spin. But it seems as though we need certification from 5 VIPs to become a special customer. These people are willing to share anything because it's, perhaps it's because their faces are hidden?
I can see it.
So that is the president of the TV station? Indeed, Mr. Shido's acquaintance has quite the large circle of acquaintances. Seems you have to be at least that important to be considered a VIP. I'm truly envious. Why don't you go play slots with them? That might get us attention.
Indeed.
It appears these people all want to be accepted as one of Pitbull's special customers. Either way, I've gained some information on the VIPs. We should discuss later.
Joker!
Look, there's something I've noticed too. I actually saw what looked like a map on our way here. Why don't we check it out? Oh. It's a shadow. Causing commotion might ruin our ability to gather intel. Let's leave it alone for now. Okay.
You got it.
Just as I thought.
Nice.
We'll definitely be able to use this to our advantage. Now let us take it with us.
Well then.
We've gathered a good amount of info. Might want to regroup and go over it now. How did it go for all of you? Not great, but not bad either.
Well,
I was able to get a bit of intel as well. We should sort through what all of us has gained for now. Well, I took a map, I took a look at the map we obtained earlier and found what appears to be a safe room. Yep, right there. Whoa. It's close. Perfect. Let's go over our intel there.
Joker!
We gotta head over to the safe room so we can, yeah. We can go there after we're done talking anyway.
Still, this is a surprise. All the cognitive guests in this palace seem like real humans. The casino earlier looked pretty real too, but talking with these guests was a whole nother story.
You have that right.
This table is very segregated. We have everyone in their normal Phantom Thieves, and then a bloody reindeer, snowman, and swimwear on the other side.
This ruler's observational skills and insight are off the charts. Shido's a formidable foe.
Come on, no need to freak out.
I'm not freaking out. I was just thinking it'll be easier to make a plan since they can talk normally. All right, let's put together the information we gathered.
Huh, gotcha.
So we gotta get a letter of introduction from the 5 VIPs? And those letters become the key cards?
You're right.
Exactly, now, let us go over what all of us have learned. First, according to my intel,
it seems...
one of the VIPs is the influential politician by the name of Ooh. Isn't that a demon, now that I think about it? He's supposedly seen at the restaurant at night and sits at a table near the window. I'll go next. I heard about a prominent VIP who used to be nobility? Sounds like he's usually by the pool.
Please hear me out.
Next to my intelligence, it seems the president of a television station is also a VIP. He always plays slots at night. It would seem he spends his money quite lavishly. Crap, I'm starting to forget people already.
Hey,
Next, my turn. For real? Even you got info? Of course, I eavesdropped. Supposedly one of the VIPs is the president of an IT company. He's always in his room and reportedly enters from an exclusive hallway.
Listen up.
Well then, I'll close us out. Although, did you get info with your looks? What? I'd be happy to talk to a snowman. Seems like some guy they call the Cleaner is another VIP. I've heard that he's cautious, so it's probably best if we check the other VIPs first. Cleaner? I wonder what they mean by that. Wait a minute. After all the VIPs we listed, this one's a cleaner? Is he really a VIP?
You got it.
Supposedly. I'm sorry, I couldn't get any information. Me neither. So don't worry about it, okay? Let's just work harder during the battle. You're right, I'll do my best. But there's a bigger problem, you know? My memory's, not so great. And who was the... who?
It's no use. I can't keep the profiles of 5 people straight in my head.
I can only remember about 2 of them. What about you, Joker?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I totally get you.
We're up against 5 people. The politician Owe, a former noble,
Owe, that's
a
how you
TV
say it.
station
All right,
president,
that sounds
an IT company president,
a
and a
lot
cleaner.
more normal than it's spelled.
We get certification from them and obtain keycards that'll serve as letters of introduction. But only go for the cleaner after the other 4 have been dealt with, right?
Whoa, now that's impressive. You go, genius.
If we can't remember the details on the VIPs, let's reconvene inside a safe room. All right, let's get this done quickly.
Hey!
We know how to get into the main assembly hall now. Should we head home? Huh? You want to go back already? There are people in here with special letters. That means Pip will trust them to a certain extent. It'd be best to consider them as powerful individuals. We don't want to get too hasty. Let us take our time here.
Well...
Yes, we do have a little time to spare. Oh, then let's head back for today. No, no. I didn't get to save. Game Y. Gotta go back in.
Hey!
God damn it. Let's see if Sarasvati can make us anything fancy.
How goes the rehabilitation?
You'd like to read the... You want to register? Are you sure?
Time for some...
You wish to perform fusion.
Oh, and we're full too. Cert? That's a name I recognize.
I see.
Oh, is that okay? We went over this before, yeah.
Indeed.
Cert. What is Sarasvati and Stone of Scone? Oh, Skathach. Roll of 52. Ooh, Dakini. Get rid of that. And Norn? What's Berong?
Looks pretty tough.
Oh, this thing. Okay. And Norn?
I see. A strong persona
Okay.
indeed.
No weaknesses.
I see. A strong persona indeed.
What do you get? Invigorate 2.
I see. A strong persona indeed.
You get Diaharan. Or Diarahan. I've been saying that wrong forever. Nice. I mean, ideally, I want both. Make this one though, because Dakini is worthless.
Choose the inherited skills, inmate.
Get some Almighty. Get some growth, endure.
It will receive significant now for a rebirth.
I am Barong, as you mask, I will protect you from any impending calamities. Okay.
All right.
The Invigorate 2, Null Electric. Good skill to pass on. Barong, Kick.
I see.
What is that? What the fuck? Oh my god. I don't even know if I can afford it. It's almost 61.
Great things are possible.
83 grand. Do I even... I could get it. I could get it.
You wish for more power than you can handle.
Go back. Go back. Oh my god.
A strong persona indeed.
That's what, with Barong? I mean, I might as well, right?
I see. A strong persona indeed. Looks pretty tough.
See, I know about Black Frost. That was a Nocturne boss. I didn't know there were others.
You wish for more power than you can handle.
We're gonna get, wait, I'll pass. Freeze boost, okay.
You wish for more power than you can handle.
Choose the inherited skills.
So let's give
inmate.
him Null Electric, Endure, Almighty, and... Trying to think of what else I have. I think I have a few with dark. Let's go with light.
It will receive significant power. My.
I mean, maybe I should have gone with the 9, but coverage. God, look at it. I'm King Frosty, ho! Your enemies are my enemies, ho! I'll become a mask and freeze them solid. Holy, I was not ready for that.
All right.
Look at the angry face, yes. Freeze boost, Auto Mataru, automatic ooh. Get rid of Ice Break. Null to despair. I think I can pass on it. 67 gets Ice Amp. Hanuman?
I see. A strong persona indeed.
All right. Well. Wait, do I have a level 40? Pazuzu. Pazuzu's fairly low level. So is White Rider. Byakuo.
Not terrible, but not impressive.
Okay, so I'm keeping those around because of resistances. Null and Repel. Do I have anything else that fits those bills yet? Weak Repel. Null. Strong Repel. I don't have anything that has both. That's impervious. We'll take our chances. Zuzu. White Rider.
You okay with this?
And that gets rid of, let's see. We need Dark. We now have a Bufu user, so I don't need to pass. Well, it can't be inherited anyway. Dark. I think White Rider is our only nuclear user. He was also a Dark user. He has Snipe. We double check. Anyone else have Dark? Like, doesn't Tsukiyomi have Dark? Yeah. So is Pale Rider. Okay. Zuzu, White Rider.
Not terrible. Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
And that's Temperance. So we get a max boost from this. I didn't look at. We'll pass nuclear for sure. Snipe. Triple down. And this, I guess, I'll probably
extraordinary
replace it with whatever he's gonna get. Go ahead.
Now for a rebirth.
Mine roar causeth all beasts to bow down. Okay. So let's see what we got.
Okay.
Up to 54. Ice boost. Evade fire. Here to Counter-Strike. Null to rage. I'll pass on it. Well, 55 is Bufudyne. Ooh, Bufudyne, okay. I can make Norn with it. I don't have money to call in like Seth if I want him, though.
I see. A strong persona indeed.
And he, with King Frost, makes Baphomet.
I see. A strong persona indeed. I see. A strong persona indeed.
What kind of itemizing can we do real fast?
Some modification, huh?
King Frost Cape. Hello.
I guess it'll give you some protection.
Reduce ice damage high. A regal cape that's cold to the touch. Megiddola.
It seems it will become a skill card.
Unskill. Flip strike.
It appears it will become something protective.
Did Stingray have a durag? No. Definitely didn't.
Now choose.
Well, that's 40.
I see. A strong persona indeed.
He has like two faces. He has a like stingray face down by his mouth, and then like a human face with horns and like a tiara.
Gather them.
Still need trumpeters, so I need Black Rider. That's the only one I need, and I'm broke, so I can't make a Black Rider.
Finished for now? Are you finished? It is time, inmate.
Happen to our Hierophant level? I don't know which one Hierophant is. I don't even know what level that is. Let's see. Who's hero? Oh, yeah, it's Sojiro. I just never go talk to him. I prioritize like everyone else. I like him. I just never go talk to him. Classmating is more important for Cruz Burns. Oh, like that's an 8. Makoto, I think, is our next closest at 8. And then Futaba, Chihaya is at 6. Oh, he's at 7. Fumi's at 7. Okay.
I'll just add this.